trying to catch him on the diagonal. The ball off the right side for him is only going to benefit him.
He plays it back to Rodriguez! Santi Rodriguez with a golazo!
Never have I ever seen them so lethargic coming off the back line and then inconsistent in some of their decisions. We just talked about Robin Janssen. Now it's MLS great Nico Lodeiro.
Santi Rodriguez with the turn. He's looking for Gray. Can Gray get there? Angulo got there first. Gray keeps it alive. Hannes Wolf is there to pounce and pound it into the back of the net.
He's been a little bit deeper tonight, Santi Rodriguez, and how well is this turn taken? He dropped down in, catches it over the shoulder, creates the space on his own, and what vision to...
As they'll send it back to the back line, and Thiago Martins. Another line splitting pass for Gray. Gray puts it across again, and this one is turned home by Ojeda, and New York City are absolutely cruising here in the first half. 3-0.
This New York City squad, Thiago Martins, not bad for a center back, huh? Good weight on the ball. Once again, the high.
Charlotte, they're quietly doing their business in the Eastern Conference, in a conference that's so star-studded.
Good ball.
Orlando coming forward. Thorhalson gets on the end of it. Thorhalson tucks it inside the far post. And there Orlando City have pulled one back, trying to grow back into this match.
Diagonal down into the corner. Well read by Kyle Smith. Beautiful left foot of a wand by Martino. I know it's not easy to do as an Orlando City fan, but trying to find a way to take positives out of something it could be.
Here's Thorhalson. Decided not to have a go there. Oh, there's almost a dangerous back pass, and this one's pounded into the back of the net by Duncan McGuire.
And Nick Cushing on the sideline saying, use your head, calm yourself down. But I talked about the options and depth. Look how many there are for Orlando City. Luis Muriel high. Why didn't you hit it the first time?
Thorhalson. Taken back, though, by New York City, and that's important. Sands. Bakrar into the penalty area. Can he put it away? Bakrar finishes this one off for New York City. A massive goal for him, and the citizens can celebrate now on a Friday night in the Bronx.
To the line of pressure here in the second half. But it removes itself from the conversation down the stretch. It wasn't high enough.
If you're the New York Rebels and you're going up against this DC United team with one natural center back on the field, you've got to play on the front foot and test this back line of DC United.
Oh, this is really good from DC. Jared Stroud. What a moment for him. The former New York Red Bull homegrown coming back home and scoring 6 minutes in to give DC the lead on the road.
He's in a bad spot defensively. Stroud's a little bit quicker. He reacts much faster. I was just going to say, the last penalty he took, he missed the target. No Forsberg. Big moment here for Manuel.
With Forsberg and Morgan on the bench, it's Manuel against Tyler Miller to level the match, and he does!
United on the road. And over the last 90 seconds, it's completely unraveled. Second yellow to Dahomey.
It was very similar movement from DC to how they scored their goal in the 6th minute with Jared Stroud. Now the set piece, click, and Santos over it. It is Santos! It's brilliant from Pedro Santos in first half stoppage time. DC down a man, back up a goal, 2-1.
After taking a lead, you need your quality players, your experienced players to show up. How about this from the left peg of Pedro Santos?
Red Bulls will be patient. Back to Carmona and Harper. Sliding it to Duncan. First time back to Harper! They find their way through at long last. And it's a man in form. A 5th goal in 8 games for Cameron Harper.
Run the ball. Get it wide. Played across the goal. He was our RBC player to watch coming into this game. In great form is Cameron.
This is Polster. Terovich tried to play it to Vrioni. Tracked down by Moreno, but he gives it away. It's Boateng. He chips it over the keeper. Ima Boateng has put New England in front, and the pressure pays off early for the home side.
Aggressive within this match, and a similar issue. That was the Crew trying to play off the back line against Inter Miami. Gets them in trouble once again. When it comes to some of these balls coming off a back line.
It was a good step from Polster that won it back for the Revs, but it's taken back by Columbus. They try to get it quickly to Cucho, and it's over the head of Arriaga, and here comes Cucho into the penalty area. Cucho levels the proceedings here in New England.
Rewarded for his efforts against Sporting KC. Christian Ramirez, dime of a ball. Massive mistake, though, by Arriaga on the back line.
Throwing taken quickly for Nagbe. Out to Cucho. Arfston, right on the 18. Arfston! An absolutely spectacular finish by Max Arfston.
But look at his recovery to reestablish his position at Dummins and shield the two players away from him. It allows him to drop underneath. It holds Noah Buck in the midfield, and that's where you get Nagbe and Zawadzki. Much better collaborative effort, and more importantly, really what is this front five getting on the ball together.
Arfston with a good ball to Ramirez, putting it back post. Cucho, he cuts it back across, and this one is pounded in by Rossi. Absolutely beautiful football being played by the Crew, and all of a sudden in stoppage time at the end of the first half, they've opened up a 3-1 lead.
Look how deep Diego Rossi was, and then all of a sudden, the 40-yard run to come to the other direction. Max Arfston recognizes he doesn't have support if he gets down into the channel. So
it's been remarkable to see the way Miami have been able to churn out some results, considering some of the players they've been missing. Here's the corner from Rossi. And he finds the head of a teammate in Rudy Camacho, wide open. He makes no mistake. He fires it home, and it's 4-1 Columbus.
Yeah, it's a missed mark by Mark Anthony Kay, who just starts to travel and then misses the run by Camacho as he readjusts his run. There's a little bit of a screen in front of him.
This one bounces over to Arfston, and he flicks it forward to Rossi, and it's a 3-on-1 potentially for the Crew now. Rossi driving into the penalty area. He picks his head up. He puts it across. Moreno turns it home.
Just smart by Arfston. Overly aggressive on the set piece. They don't have enough players quickly retreating back, and that's...
Andrew Rick is about 15 yards out of the area. This drops in quick. Sullivan is shot, and it's knocked in. Sirois tried to get a hand to it, and Philadelphia are on the scoreboard. It is 1-0.
Gets himself in a decent position. It's a challenging angle in the end. Ariel plays the ball in. Season. It's a young 29 years old.
Duke. Joseph Martinez flying through, nods it home, and we're level at 1. What a goal by Joseph Martinez.
By the collar and say, let's go. Joseph Martinez, just a powerful header.
Just about to complete 41 minutes here in this match. Wagner, top of the 6, headed away. Saliba was there, drops back in, and right in front, it's knocked in. Jesus Bueno got behind Jonathan Sirois and puts the ball in the back of the net. Philadelphia in front 2-1.
Let's watch here just to see. Tell you what, it's close, but
ready to lead the line there for Montreal. Bryce Duke and Raheem Edwards over this ball. And it is Duke. Chips it ahead. Joseph, oh, it goes right by. It goes by Martinez. It goes by Rick. It goes into the back of the net. It's going to be a goal for Bryce Duke.
you've got to pay attention to oncoming rusher, and that's Joseph Martinez.
Poku, pressured by Harrio, gets out of it, and now finds Raheem Edwards. Lapalainen over on the left-hand side. Edwards right up the middle, finds Hancock.
just wondered if they had enough energy in their legs to be able to do it. Well, Laurent Courtois brings on Dominic Yankov in such a good piece of...
In the final 15 minutes of matches, this one's whipped across the right in front, and it's 4-2. His work up and down the right-hand side. He's approaching a career high in assists, but he gets his first goal of the season.
This game and all season, up and down that right-hand side, and he shows it here. The flash comes into picture. It's a good ball by Lassie Lapalainen.
30 goal contributions last year, 19 assists that led the league. He has but 2 this season, 5 goals. Here he is. Oh, there he is. He's broken 3. Amada!
It's just old-fashioned passing the movement. He runs, he gives it, and he goes. And he's not followed, he's in on goal. Keeps his composure. Whenever he goes into that one just behind the striker, sometimes doesn't really get the same results. He's going to get it in behind here, though.
Marshall Rutty was the man who came off.
Oh, look at Prince.
In place of Thompson. Here's Bernadeschi!
Oh, beautiful.
Continuing to sculpt a marvelous season, Federico Bernadeschi.
For Federico Bernadeschi, we've seen him score this same similar kind of goal a few times this season. You know he's coming back onto that left and you still can't stop it. There it goes into that. That was going in, maybe. Oh, Gavron! What's happened? Oh!
TRA wins it! TRA wins it! Fireworks in Fulton County!
Oh my goodness, look at TRA. He's getting a little drink, playing a little game of hide and seek. And Gavron has no idea. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable, unbelievable. And there's TRA putting it in the back of the net. Oh my goodness. Oh, heads up play from TRA.
Forwards. Bossy loitering, full of intent. Ball flashed into the path of Pereira and into Aliou! In next to no time, Ibrahim Aliou finds his 5th goal of the season.
Man, we've known Ben Olsen's side to be one of the best teams, if not the best, in possession. But what does it look like in the attacking third? This is beautiful. That little clip all over the top.
Cleared away by Guilherme Birdo, only as far as Rosero. Russell into Polito.
Oh, great ball.
Threads the needle for Pierre. Brought down by Leibold. On his favorite left foot. Takes a deflection, and it's in. Well, there's a little bit of lady luck for Tim Leibold. And Sporting Kansas City on the board. They break through in the 26th.
Run, and he chips it to that back post. The near post runners were all marked. You see Alan Polito as well. A good first touch by Leibold, and just drives it as hard. Putting away chances that you are having. You would think you would feel pretty good going into the second half with those additions.
Excellent little stutter step from Johnny Russell. Gets away from Birdo, who's scrambling to try to get back in position. Russell across for a free fall. 2-0 to Sporting. Johnny Russell, the creator. And it's been the Stephen Afrifa show as of late.
Much with it. It just slots it home. He's making his run the whole way. A little clever step there to beat Birdo. And Johnny Russell, nice long touches out in front. He can run onto it. He curls it with the outside of the left boot.
Gressel again. His corner. And again, and this time the finish is made. What do you know? Second straight game. Ian Frey with the finish off a corner, and Inter Miami has taken the lead in Nashville.
To the far post, so now they're concerned. Now they're thinking to themselves, we've got to get to that near post.
Gressel again. Miami's goal tonight off a corner. Put some air under this. This is Jordi Alba. Long range shoots and scores! Golazo from Jordi Alba. And Miami roaring here in the first half. They take the lead by 2.
Nashville, they think that they've done their job. He has one touch, and the strike is so sweet. Willis has made some great saves. There's nothing he can do about this one, but it's all about the first touch from Alba. It sets it up. He doesn't take his eye off the ball.
Boyd is back on. Mukhtar. Game on in Nashville. It's 2-1.
Mukhtar. Because you see Calendar full stretch. He goes the right way, and it's right in the corner. And Mukhtar's penalty into the back of the net has brought Nashville.
Right now, Miami leads Nashville. 2 points separate FC Cincinnati and Inter Miami in the Supporters Shield race, but still so much season out in front of them. And here's a charge down the right-hand side. Orejano, he's got it on the cultured left foot, and this time he finishes it. He's had 2 other opportunities to finish tonight.
Does not get it wrong this time. Instead of trying to curl it, just goes for power.
Lots of options. Only 3 SC players in the 6-yard box. Goes towards Takaoka. Swats it back out. And O'Toole trying to cut it back in. He does. Poke towards goal and blocked by Chavain Brown. Long scores from way out. Ricochet goal for St. Louis, and the visitors have stormed into BC Place and opened it up 1-0.
And he just hammers it. And then the deflection on the way in is what tricks the goalkeeper, Takaoka. Durkin's head gets in the way there, and then that deflection.
There's a chance to go up by 2. Levin versus Takaoka, and it's slotted home. 2-0 St. Louis, as Levin adds his 2nd of the season.
And the referee puts Levin to the spot, and this time he's calm and cool, and he just...
Berhalter going over the top, hoping to find the captain. Right into the feet of Brian White. White tries the shot, deflects, and it's in behind! One deflection goal deserves another, and the home side is on the board. It's 2-1 for this one. But right now, it looks like it might be 2-1.
Well, the ball comes from Sebastian Berhalter, and for his the top of the crossbar without touching the gloves of Big Ben Lund.
Laborda in front of Thorson. That ball's ahead looking for Brian White. Derwinski wins the battle, but it's right back to White. The back heel, Scorpion goal! Brian White has tied it up. He's got the brace. And the slump is officially over for the Whitecap striker.
It's incredible how goals start to go in, and how lucky that was for Brian White. I don't know how much he knew about it.
Probably unintentional.
It's the header back from Derwinski.
Oh, no, it was intentional. I thought he was just running and it went off the back of his heel, but no, you can see him. Now, whether he meant to score on it is another thing. But...
Amazing. Fantastic from him. And because it comes from Toland, even though White technically is in an offside position, or theoretically, it's obviously coming off of the intentional play.
Gave it away, but he kept back onto it. Berhalter, desperation play to get it to Raposo. Whips that in. White! Brian White again! It's a hat trick! And the Whitecaps have stormed back to take a 3-2 lead.
What technique he puts on this one after a beautifully swung in ball. Whitecaps are swarming here. Nicely won from Sebastian midfielder. Berhalter gives it.
Martins for Vite. One touch for Priso. Priso. For Martins. Martins into the center. Pico! Number 4 of the year. That'll do it for the Whitecaps. 4-2 late here at BC Place.
Lots of bodies forward still for Vancouver, so that when the break comes, Priso's able to bring it in with space and give it to Martins. It's a great cutback right onto the foot of Pico. In the end, it's been a pretty convincing 4-2 victory, it looks now, for Vancouver.
Just gets through to Vasilev at the edge of the area. Good against Bovalina. Vasilev to Thorson, and maybe it's not over.
And maybe not. What a finish from Thorson in the right spots there. Whitecaps' friend right here is Bovalina can only chest it down for Andy Vasilev. And then this is great work. Quick feet.
I was shouting out that maybe a potential all-star when it was all said and done for what he's done.
Danny Mwanga with a step on Vines, picks his head up. That combination has done it again. Unflappable, unstoppable. Matty Bogusz continues to break all new ground for LAFC.
That ball perfectly weighted, and Matty Bogusz gets his 10th goal of the season. They swap sides.
Available on that bench. Likely to see him here at some point as LAFC use their bench a lot more. Now they get Mwanga facing it. Hollingshead around him. Mwanga deflected, falls for Bogusz! Polish power again!
Pops up in a dangerous space. Fortuitous, the bounce in his favor. Right place, right time.
Bogusz, can they get him in position to perhaps get that hat trick? And here he goes! Matty Bogusz! Right on cue! You can't beat him to it!
Overlap and run. Goes all through the heart of Colorado. The pivot, the turn.
On the field, very much defensive duties. Rosales, Ludd. Finds Rosales again. He creates them. And Wangwane finishes this one. Minnesota take the lead. Short-handed, losing players all around them. But on the field, Wangwane gives them something to cheer.
As Pentemis gets an arm to it, gets a hand to it. There's Wangwane waiting, just lurking, waiting for anything to drop his way. And when it does come, smash.
Playing July 3rd, 8:30 Eastern on MLS Season Pass. As Wangwane has got in behind, he's got Sangbin available for two, and Minnesota double their lead at Providence Park. A brilliant breakaway.
He's running beyond, he gets a good touch. But what about this for composure and awareness? Instead of going at it himself, just squares it across to Sangbin, who keeps himself on side.
To halve the deficit as they head to half-time. He's done it! Evander into the corner. The Timbers back into the game. And Providence Park roaring again.
As he's just looking at Irwin, his eyes are on the goalkeeper, the scene.
3-2 at BC Place. Just up to the north of us. On the other side of the border. Here's Moreno now. He gets away from one man. It's Moreno!
So for them to bust right through it, and doesn't Moreno do it? Look how he drives here. Just gets on the ball, he shifts it to his left peg, and he makes no mistake.
Has made a first-team appearance. That was in a friendly against Kaiserslautern last year. Aspria's ball into the box. He's done it. Dyron's done it. And Portland leading in stoppage time in the most dramatic fashion.
But Mr. October makes the difference. It's a great ball in behind, but look at this powerful running as Aspria gets the other side and puts it right across goal into the path of Rodriguez, who gets that deft touch. It needs somebody on the ends.
They were not included with the first team in training or available here tonight, but will rejoin the team after tonight's match. Great turn from Hadi Selassie. Chance to finish one, and he does! The 25-year-old Swiss winger made the most of a turnover just outside the 18. And once again, the Sounders find themselves down. What a start for the Fire.
Haile Selassie just perfectly touches that one. And then at that point, he can go left, he can go right, and he slots that one home. Just cool, calm, collected to give them that 1-0 lead.
Rusnak stepping to the penalty spot. He scored his first goal of 2024 exactly 1 month ago. It came against his first club, Real Salt Lake, in a 1-1 result. Rusnak has number 2, and Seattle are tied.
Not the best penalty take that we've seen, but it doesn't matter. As soon as that crosses the line, you see it.
It was Jordan Morris in stoppage time last weekend to deliver the third goal in a 3-2 win. Now it's Albert Rusnak to try and give the Sounders the lead, and he does. A brace for Albert Rusnak, and the Sounders have climbed back in front for a third straight match.
And now, yet again, there's a break on. Peck has daylight, just one defender back. Paintsel trying to get him behind as well. Peck finds him, Joseph Paintsel! The Galaxy have scored! Absolutely clinical counter, once again, from the best team in transition in Major League Soccer. And the Galaxy have the opening goal.
To be able to go quickly in transition earlier in this first half, off of a corner kick as well, this one.
The final coming up against his former club, coming on and making the vital saves in the penalty shootout. Ricky Pooch, again daylight for him to run into. Ricky Pooch rides the challenge. Ricky Pooch goes for goal! It's off the woodwork! Joveljic on the rebound! And the Galaxy have doubled the lead. Joveljic scores, but that goal is all about Ricky Pooch.
Exactly where the LA Galaxy expects him to be, looking to get on any sort of rebound, and all he has to do, get something on it, takes it so well, composes himself.
And Preston Judd wasn't happy with Cerrillo trying that.
Well, I wouldn't be either.
Delgado. Is there going to be a cherry on top late here for the Galaxy? Berry leaves it, Kramer scores! Big moment for him! And the Galaxy absolutely rolling at the top of the Western Conference.
A calm, composed finish once again. You get the runners, the commitment into the box. As a lovely little ball driven across to make it easy in the end.